Good morning, everybody. Today is Thursday and it is May the 21st. This is Miss Williams, and today we are going to focus on finding the area of complex figures. So complex, also known as compound figures. Let's write that up here. Are figures that are made up of rectangles, triangles, trapezoids, parallelograms, whatever, and they're like little pieces put together. The best way to find the area of this blue figure is to chop it into two pieces. So what I would do is put a line going up and down here, or it could go across here. Either way, it could go across right here, or up and down like I've put it, and divide it up into two pieces. So now what we have to do is find the area of A, find the area of B, and add them together. So the area of A is length times width, which is 13 times 5, and that is 65 kilometers squared. The area of B is going to be length times width, which is 9 times 23. You're going to need your calculator for this. 9 times 23, 207 kilometers squared. And then the total area is the 65 plus the 207, which is 272 square kilometers. So you can see the main thing is just to chop it into the two pieces, find the area of each piece separately, and then add them together. Let's do another one. So here's number 2. For number 2, I think I'll do the line up and down here. You could also do a line across. Either way works. Label them A and B. Area of A is length times width, which is 12 times 24. And on my calculator, 288, and it is kilometers squared. And the area of B is 3. Well, let's write the formula first. Length times width, 3 times 8 is 24 kilometers squared, and then you add them together. So 288 plus 24. So the area is equal to that. So 8 and 4 is 12. Regroup a 1. 8 and 2 is 10. With the 1 is 11. So it's 312 kilometers squared. So just to recap, what I did there was that I chopped the shape into two rectangles, found the area of each rectangle separately, and then added them together. Okay, now this one is a little more complicated because we can't chop it into two. We have to actually chop it into 3 pieces. I'm going to chop it this way. And now I'm going to label them A, B, and C. The area of A, that's going to be 15 times 14. $210 kilometers squared. Area of B. Now, we have a slight problem here. We know the height or the width of B is 7, but we don't know the length of B. So we know that it's length times width, and we know the width is 7, that's good, but we don't know the full length. Now, I can take that 14 kilometers. This is 14 kilometers too, because both sides of this rectangle A are the same length. Now I know the length of B. B is 14 plus 6, which is 20. So the whole length here of B is 20 kilometers. So 20 times 7 is 140 kilometers squared. And then area of C is 25 times 11, which is 275. And then we're just adding them all together. 275 plus 140 plus 210. And on my calculator, that is going to be 275 plus 140 plus 210, and I get 625 as my answer. Remember your units, guys. It's always important, kilometers squared. Always important to include your units. Okay, let's see the next one. I have one or two more to do with you. So this one is another kind of interesting looking shape. Again, you're chopping it up into rectangles. I'm going to go this way. And I'm going to go A, B, C. So the area of A is length times width. Let's see, what have we got? We've got the length is 4 and the width is 15. So it's 4 times 15, which is 60, and it's meters squared. Area of B, length times width, which is 32 is the length across here. And 18, no, the 18 goes all the way up the side. So be careful here because the 18 goes all the way up, including C. Now, if C is 4, that's how tall C is. So this piece, that part there is 4. That means this part is 14. Because the 4 plus the 14 makes the 18. So that's 14. So 32 times 14, 448 meters squared. And then the area of C, again, length times width. C is 4 times 7, which is 28 meters squared. And then you add them together. So the area of the whole thing is 60 plus 448 plus 28. And on my calculator, it's 536 meters squared. So the hardest part about this one was finding the 14 here. Because remember, you can't assume that the 18 is the right number to use because the 18 includes the width of rectangle C as well as the width of rectangle B. So the 18 is the width of B plus the width of C. We know the width of C is 4. So you take the 4 away from the 18 to get the 14, which is the width of B. All right. Now, the problems I've just done with you are very like the problems that you're going to be doing on IXL today. There's also a worksheet that has these shapes on it. The one I'm showing you here has different numbers than the one that you're going to be working on, but it's the same basic idea. And I want to do one or two of these with you now before we finish up so that when you get to doing the worksheet, you know what to do. These are L shapes. And again, you just chop them into 2 pieces to find the area. The thing is that they haven't given you the lengths the whole way around. They've only given you some of them. So let's see, what do we need to know? For A, we've got 22 and we've got 7, so we're all right. We can work out A. But for B, we've got 12, but we don't have this. So we have to work out what this width is right here. And that can be worked out by looking at the 22 and the 12. So 12 plus this guy must equal 22. So this must be 10. Okay, because the 12, let me see if I can find a color here that we can use. So this 12 here goes with these two, must be the same length as it. All right, now we can work out areas. So the area of A is 22 times 7. And the area of B is 12 times 10. So I know that one is 120 and it's inches squared. 22 times 7 is 154 inches squared. And then I just add them together. So it's 154 plus 120, which is 274 inches squared. Okay, let's do number 4 down here just so that you see one more before you go do it by yourselves. So with number 4, let's zoom in on it. Here it is. I would chop number 4 like this and label it A and B. And I have 20 times 5 for A. For B, I'm kind of stuck because I need to know this down here and I need to know this up here. So let's look at what we know. We know the 45 and we know the 20. So 20 plus something is going to give us 45. So 20 plus this guy, together they make the 45. So this has got to be 25. And then to find this one, which is the width of rectangle B, we're going to look at this and this. So 37 feet and 5 feet. So 37 plus 5, these two together make up this. So 37 plus 5 is 42. So this is 42 feet. Okay, so the area of A is 5 times 20, which is 100 feet squared. The area of B is 25 times 42, which is 1,050 feet squared. And we're adding 100 to that. So it's 1,050 plus 100. So that's going to be 1,150 feet squared. Okay, so for the rest of your work today, you have some IXL problems to do. And as I said at the end, there are 3 problems on a worksheet that I want you to do to type the answers into formative. Good luck, and let me know if you need any help today. Thanks. Have a great day.